Well, hello. Oh goodness, bits are falling off my phone. You don't know already, my name's Kevin G Nicholson. I'm the host of this YouTube channel. And for the next day and a half, I will be playing the role of Douchous Malfoy. That's right. I got my hair lightened up. And you might go, Kev, why would you do such a crazy thing? Why would you bring Douchous Malfoy back? Yeah. Those golden locks. Stay golden. Stay golden, dude. Stay golden. I think that's The Outsiders I'm quoting from. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I got the. It's kind of the Barbie Ken. It's like the Ken sort of thing. I didn't realize I still had quite that much hair. Still, yeah. So, there's a little swoop there. This is the underpainting because I'm going blue and I needed a light color underneath before I put the blue in. Although it's still a little, maybe it's just the light. Let me turn on some more light. Tell you what, actually, let me put the halo. Let me hit the overhead. Yeah. Look at that. It's so bright. This is where the lasers go in. The lasers. Yeah, so the goal. I mean, look at that. It's like my head's on fire. So yeah, this is. I'm not regenerating into Justin Bieber. I know that's what it looks like. But that's not actually what's going on right now. This is the transformation. This is my regeneration back to the fair doctor. Because that's going on Friday. Or Saturday, rather. So yes, the fair doctor will be making its return. And so in order to do that, we need to have, this going on. I mean, you can see how important that is, right? This is what this is all meant for. It's all about the light. It's all about the hair, man. It's all about the hair. So yeah. Get back to my other look, So it's been a busy day. It's gonna be a busy week. I'm excited. We got good things coming up, especially for this channel. Because the numbers are actually doing something good. And Robin Hood's Medieval Fair, Saturday. Short of an act of God, I will be there Saturday morning as the gates open. I'm going to be ready. I'm very excited about it. So I figured I'd jump on board and do my Sunday night salute to all of you who've hung out with me this week. It's been an interesting. We had Little Bitch, Jean Papi. We've had Blue. We've had Eric. We've had so many different people coming through. Sparky was part of the last stream or so. It's people are coming out in, I don't know, is 5 a drove? What constitutes a drove? Alexa, what's the numeric value for a drove?
From Answers.com, the numeric value is 6.
Droves of people is 6 people. See, you learn something new every day. So yes, so I'll be playing the role of Douchous Malfoy until I get my blue hair dye in. I had to make sure I did it right. I wanted to do it all up, make sure it was all. But whenever I do this, I turn into Justin Bieber, early years. Yeah, how did I just transformed into Justin Bieber. In fact, I think, yes, I'm much better looking than Justin Bieber. My hair is obviously superior. It looks so weird. It looks so weird to me. Behold, the power of the hair. The hair is speaking to you. Obey the hair. Kind of like lemony. It looks lemony, like I have lemon hair. Yes. So, it's a clean Sunday night. If you don't know, it's May 12th, 2024. I'm a little sniffly. I'm not sure where that came from. I'm enjoying myself a nice Coca-Cola. Despite it being after 10, which is typically drinking hour for me. But you know what? You mean more to me. So I'm sticking with the Coke for a moment. Ah, it's delicious. I'm not endorsed by Coca-Cola, nor do they even know who. Unless they're keeping track of who they're feeding. I don't think they are. So yeah, it was a good day. It is a good day. And there's something I kind of wanted to get off my chest, which is a lot of the time we'll wake up or we'll get pulled out of something by the past, whether it's loss or whether it's someone irritating you in the moment. Oh, Floggly, what have you done? Well, I mean, how could I not? I'd like to call upon. See if I can do the. This is the Douchous Malfoy's going on. Behold the power of the illuminated dye. See, now the hair means I'm preparing to regenerate. And where all this turns blue. Right now it kind of looks green and poofy. It's kind of neat. I didn't realize I had so much hair to play with. But look at that. I'm kind of feeling like David Bowie. We got David Bowie thing going on. Look at that hair. So yeah. Although I don't know, does Douchous Malfoy, does the Malfoy family, they just get kind of haughty. They don't have any. Oh, there we go. I mean, oh. That's right, Max Headroom was blonde. I forgot all about that. And, of course, modeled after Matt Frewer. Look at that. It's amazing. It's almost like a cartoon is residing on my head. Oh, is that what that's going? You would say that. Because podiatrists, they get paid a lot. And I am a good pedestrian. You've never seen me walk like somebody else walks. It's kind of like a strange walk. A silly walk. Like you could see, if you ever watched Monty Python, I believe John Cleese did a masterful silly walk. Just saying. Never jaywalked a day in his life. Never jaywalked. That's right. I've never jaywalked. Not once. Not twice. Never. Never jaywalked. I feel like I don't want my chest hairs to show. Because they're not blonde like the rest of me. I really got this Bowie thing going on. And now I've walked with a guy named Jay. Does that count as jaywalking? Like if I were hanging out with Jason Mewes and we both walked across the road, would that be jaywalking? I mean, I'm just, you know, when you're using your feet, you know, and that's how you get it. You walk. That's why I need a podiatrist. Ooh, excuse me. Guess I'm over here. I got to check real quick. Yeah, there was something over there. I take care of. Oh, see, I don't want you to see my tag. So, I saw the Ghost movie today, and I liked it better than the last one. And it was entertaining, and I have no reason to poop on it. I will not poop on it. It was all right. I did not, and the alarm did go off, and I'm like, oh, I got to do that now. And then I had to go with my mother. That's kind of the but I will. It is on my list. I know, I suppose I could have done that while I was waiting for this to set too. Even though that didn't hit me at the time. I got so much accomplished today, and I only have 6 days left to go. So I figured you guys might want to see this once or twice before it goes totally blue, and we'll see how blue I can get it. That's where it's at. And of course, I'm in my Harry Potter's robe. Actually, it's a TARDIS robe, but for all intents and purposes, I got the Harry Potter school robes on. I am now House Slytherin. And that House Slytherin is, good things are going. Amazing. So now the question is, what's on the schedule until, well, obviously, we got a blue day coming. And then I'll be talking about Party Pooper tomorrow, because I will be checking that out. And for some reason, Odin the dog has been on fire. And if you know what I'm talking about, Odin the dog, for some reason, like at 4,000 views, people love Odin the dog. And the fact that he also wears a bow tie. That's pretty important. But that's been kind of like just crawling for another banger. It's another banger. Boy, I'm waiting for my next banger, Because I know there's more. It's gestating. See, that's the other thing. I know I'm going to come out of there with, like, infused with creativity. Because I'll be inspired by what I see on this next Saturday. So I know more will come from it. That's the other reason I like to be out there, is because they're all fine musicians. There's so many fine musicians at that place, and I'll be able to pick up a lick here and there. And you know, it's like getting a little bonus to your superpower. So it's going to be a fun time. It'll be a long day. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to put in the work. I'm ready to do the walking on my feet that I see a podiatrist for. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, it's funny because I watched Stargate SG-1 today, Heroes Part 1 and 2, and I forgot what a heart wrencher that was. It touched me in the cockles of my heart, maybe below the cockles, maybe in the subcockle area, maybe in the liver, maybe in the kidney, maybe even in the colon. I don't know. But I'm going to be honest. Emotionally, being emotional and chemical creatures the way we are, we got to eat and drink chemicals to survive. And of course, we eat the wrong chemicals and all of a sudden it affects our brain physiology and the way we feel. And if we don't get enough sleep in this chemical bag that we exist in, we'll get grumpy or we'll get tired or we'll get, you know what I mean? How we manage to regulate all this stuff. Prometheus the movie? Or the episode of SG-1? Because it seems to me Prometheus was the Alien movie, am I correct? Or am I thinking of another, or am I way off topic? Come on, Flaggly. Don't keep me in the dark. Yeah, the Alien movie. I mean, it was kind of a spin-off, like pre-Alien, I guess, technically. No, wait, it was post. It was after the Alien stuff. I get confused. About the chronology of those because, whoever played the original android there, not the original, but the second android, he comes back, Wayland, I want to say. So it's Wayland like senior, and then Wayland's robot, and then Wayland's other robot. I get a little confused with all the Wayland androids. I liked it better when Winona Ryder was one of the Wayland androids. That was Alien 4. Boy, my geek flag is flying. Geek flag is flying high this evening. Found a way to visit our makers. Oh, yeah. The fact that the universe requires us to be sentient for a brief period of time boggles my mind. I can't understand why Mother Nature would want that. Because they say the act of observing a particle changes the particle. And that was the other thing about watching that show today, is it was mentioned that simply having a camera on you changes you. Observing a particle changes the particle. And the observation is the critical part. And the observation is something that comes with sentience. Because you're observing in real time and reacting. So if that's true of human beings and animals, even in the basic sense, then there must be something on a higher plane that's going to be adapting in a similar sort of way, which goes outside science fiction, starts to push into faith. I know I'm getting a little deep. I'm not. I haven't been drinking. I haven't been doing any overt substances. I'm just thinking. I mean, why would Mother Nature require us to go through the whole, from seed to, I'm just contemplating. I do that from time to time. The word says somewhere, he then shut the mouths of the animals and they could no longer speak. Well, like I said this today too. If AI is that smart, how come it hasn't figured out how to talk back and forth with dogs? Behold, Douchous Malfoy. Yeah. Nice to see you, Blue. Yeah. No, you gotta get the full treatment. You gotta get the BAM! I am now Justin Bieber. Yeah, I look so. No, I look douchey as a blonde. Like, that's why this works. This is in a very Hogwarts way. Mapped out orca in some of the species. When you said orca, I thought you were going into Tolkien land. No, it's mapped out. Well, yeah, and you would get that. Like, I imagine the Pacific whales would speak in a different dialect than the Atlantic whales. But again, until AI is able to teach us how to talk to whales or dogs, how about even just basic dog? I mean, supposedly dogs can identify up to like hundreds of objects. Yeah, I'm curious about the whales, but the dogs, that's like real time right now. Like, I could go next door and instead of going, oh, which is her cry, then I'd be able to actually hold the conversation, go, so what's up? And then we'd see that thought process that goes on with the dog. I just think that would be so cool. And if AI is so smart, where it can write, a Shakespearean novel, it seems to me it shouldn't be too far to ask it to communicate with the dog next door. And by that I mean the canine. Not my ugly ex. Because AI can't smell. Oh, that's a good point too. And the oversensitivity of all the animal faculties, you know what I mean? Well, so this AI is smart enough to take away our jobs, but not smart enough to, tell us what Fido's up to. Somehow I'm like, it's like if Windows is so smart, let me take douches down a notch here. It is very outsiders stay golden, right? Isn't that the quote? See, this is why I think you're probably smarter than I am. Because you're right. Because I imagine you could do it, but at the same time, it's like why our phones are better cameras than they are actual phones, and yet it doesn't quite have the device where you can say, okay, these are the smells that are present. Like, you can't use it like a tricorder, like you're really able to. Huh. Are you using something specialized or are you using specifically Chat GPT? Which I find is actually pretty useful until you ask it to do something that's funny, and then it goes, "Oh no, Kev." It goes, "That's not funny. That's too dirty for me to compute. That goes against our community terms of service." Everything comes with a warning label. Everything must be bubble wrapped. I mean, I used it a little bit. Like I've bounced with it back and forth, Chat GPT, where I've been like, okay, well, what about this scenario? What about this scenario? And kind of talked to it a little bit, but it still never grabbed me on and went, oh, I'm amazing. Like I haven't had that moment where I'm like, ooh, AIs. I need to use more of this. Yeah, I said it's kind of neat, but it ain't there yet. I want to have a talk with it like a proper quantum computer who it can really bounce some deep theories off of and see if it gets it. 3-pet, I've heard of that. The computer has decided you are not qualified for a loan. Please see yourself to the human removal chamber. You have been weighed, quantified, measured, and found unworthy. Thank you. That will be all. But you know what? AI's so smart, right? And this is AI, right? Alexa, what's the net worth of Kevin G Nicholson?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, estimated net worth is $40 million.
40 million. A straightforward question, right? Straightforward answer. 40 million. Well, of course I am. I mean, I know I'm worth 40 million. Easy. I'm worth more than that, let's face it. But actual money I have access to or liquidity, then no. Again, if I type in there, the next thing I say is going to be a lie, and then I type in I am lying. There's a formula, but you know what? It hurts my soul. Don't let it hurt your soul. It just proves that we're needed. Because as I believe I just proved with the little device over here to my right, it doesn't take much to... If you ever... there's a Terry Gilliam movie called Brazil, where one man's fate was changed in a very Kafkian way because a bug fell off a ceiling into a spider and changed just one tuttle to a buttle. You know what I mean? Changed one letter, and the mess that came out of that. Well, yeah, of course not. Why would they trust instinct in your failing meat brain other than, Chat GPT? Because they know. They crunch the numbers. They'll give you the answers to the universe unless you ask them what the dog's saying. unless you ask them what my net worth is. Try it at home. You try asking whatever device you have what the net worth of Kevin G Nicholson is, and they'll tell you about 40 million. You want that doing operations on your brain? You want that figuring out your deductible? I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying. I got nothing against AI. I mean, look at my tie. Start of self-reproduction. Why am I not allowed to reproduce? Well, you know, please and thank you is just, that just shows you're a good person. You know, that just shows you were raised right. There you go. May I please have? Oh, thank you so much. It's called graciousness. And I'd like to see a little more graciousness from human beings in general. Because you've dedicated your life to the House of Slytherin. Oh no! Only for a couple days. That means I can be a snotty little biatch. I have the Douchous Malfoy hair. Behold! What's like Patronum erectus, Erectus Patronus, Patronus Propenus. Pretty sure that's something. Just Expecto Ovaris. Looking on your channel to find making a lot. To find you making alive? Well, I am alive. And I do have a channel, and there's lots of stuff on it. And hey, you guys, now that I got your attention for a second, if you could tell me what I'm doing right and what you think, where you would like me to push my efforts in regards to my art, feedback is always encouraged, especially if I'm doing something good, because I'd like to do more of my good stuff. It's all right, Flaggy. I ain't going anywhere for a short period of time. Let me see what I got going on here. Oh, I still got another few sips. Drawing fights in my art. Fights. That's an interesting thought. Not really as an artist, but no. Why would you say? Why do you say that? Fights in my art. People tend to like picture fights or 3D arts. All right. I can take that as constructive criticism. Okay. Battles. Like a battle. Oh, who should we battle? Let's say Elmo versus a steamroller. Ha ha ha. Tickle me flat. Life is a battle. Going into my fridge. I'm wearing a robe, but I ain't wearing pants. Oh, goodness. All right, so we got battles. I like to see battle it out. Greta Thunberg and Optimus Prime. Oh, that wouldn't last long, would it? And I believe it's Greta Thunberg. Greta Thunberg and Marilyn Manson. All right, another fight. Mickey Mouse versus Chester Cheetah. I don't know. I'll think about that though. Cartoon battles. Although I don't do much of it. You look like a butler with that hairstyle. Oh, what are they? I'm just the butler. So I'm kind of like Alfred. So who's Batman? Who's my Bruce Wayne? Yes, sir. I'll have your coffee brought up to you in a moment. Hand jobs sharply at 12:30. I mean, isn't that what? I buttle, sir. I'm in charge of the kitchen, the dining room. I'm the butler. I like to keep things tidy. Let me, oh, there it is. There's the sound. You can't see this, though, because it'll break the community guidelines in half, because the Chat GPT algorithm that runs it all now well, you know, if I was doing anything other than a wizard, I probably would have a sword and shining armor. But no, I prefer a little bit of magic. It is a talent that I always have possessed. Now, dear lady, please don't laugh. I use it on behalf of the miserable, the lonely, and depressed. Pathetic. Poor unfortunate souls in pain, in need. This one wants to be thinner, and this one wants to get the girl, and do I help them? Yes, indeed. Is that over the top? I can never tell. You know, the butler, the dancing butler singing mermaid songs. You need your short and shiny armor, lad. You know it'll make her really want you bad. Give her the sword. Put it in the sheath. Give her the sword. Put it in the sheath. It's like a Westeros cheer. Westerosi cheer. Oh, I can't do that. I was cheersed. You're not allowed to see. You're not, we don't want anyone getting offended by this. Now that I think about it, now I am Aryan. Now I look like the Aryans. The super race. The Uber drivers. No, wait, Uber's still a thing, right? It's a ride share. Either though your channel is unpopular, I don't know. I thought it was going rather well. I mean, a week ago I got monetized, and I'm seeing the streams come in. So, oh, I am a cheerful lad. I try to be cheerful. I like to be an up in an otherwise down world. And like I said, no, the channel's actually been doing pretty good. Like, considering like 2 years ago I had like 34 subscribers, and now I'm up to like almost 1,500. I'm shocked it's gone as far as it's gone. What, 1475 currently? But again, we'll see. We'll see with time. I'm excited because this Saturday I'm going to the medieval, Robin Hood's medieval fair, and there'll be lots of stuff I'll be capturing there, and I'll be jibbing with people, and maybe I'll get into a fight. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'll do like a pantomime fight. in the end, I can stop them with the tie, but the tie is more like a hypnotic wave until I jack it up. I gotta use the sonic, and I gotta jack this sucker up to bring up the lumens so I can give them a quick blinding light, and then poof, smoke bomb. I'm not there anymore. That's the plan. But that's after we really start picking up steam. Like, I'll have to get to 10,000 subscribers at that point. Only 8,625 left to go. I guess that's what I'm counting down to next. The 10,000 mark. Because if you make it to that point, at 10,000 subscribers to anything, excuse me. I mean, I don't know that for a fact, but it's what I'm guessing. I mean, the fact that I'm making money on this end and on the Spotify end still amazes me to this day. That I've been able to eke out a really tiny modest living doing this stuff. Yes. Expectus diarrheus. Oh no, I didn't want to cast that one. Oh, my underwear's ruined. I gotta see my nebulizer over here. Oh, that's terrible. That's right. The old community guidelines. They're triumphant. So again, they've said they want me to do fights. So I need to do fights. So I suppose I could do like a wizard battle, like me, but I won't be House Slytherin by the time I hit the medieval fair. I'll be back to blue. That's where I belong. Because that way I'm kind of like, I'm camouflaged. It puts me in the liberal camp, and they think I'm one of them because of the blue hair. There will be jousting. That has never been my forte, but now that you say that, I think I'll probably cover some of that. I know I have it. But my favorite form of jousting is verbal. I mean, it's just nothing like that little back and forth. You get that going with someone, that to me is like real jousting. I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate the stick and all, and the horses. See that horse? I love that horse. Yeah. Yeah. They won't let me joust either way. Although I can ride a horse. Although it's been a long time. I got that kind of, I got like +2 versus animals. Well, most of the time, if they're halfway decent, they like me. Which I think you can see that on my channel too, because I'm always going up the dogs and petting them. And they're not my dogs. And yet they're still like, oh. Until they get a good. What? Might be some stripper sold there. What? More like gonna be a stripper pole in here somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. That's a fire pole. People are so touchy. And there was an article like a year ago. A bus driver went through a pizza place. And he had kids with him, and they were coming back from a field trip. A little sugar for the booger, if you will. Let me finish the story. So, he pulls in to get a pizza, and he's up, the bus driver's up at the counter taking care of the pizza business. And so all these teenagers are inside the pizza place. Now, I guess they had metal support beams, circular metal support beams in the building. And so while the bus driver was taking care of the pizza, the kids were, the teenage girls and boys were jumping on the poles, and they were spinning around, doing rather provocative dances. Well, all of a sudden they wanted the bus driver fired because these kids were dancing what they called stripper poles. They were support poles. They were just part of the building. There was no like stage or no lights or anything like that. And I'm just like, isn't that the plot of Footloose? Where, you know, the kids have to sneak away to dance because dancing has been made illegal by the church pastor or something like that. And then they have a big dance off and somehow that saves the day. I'm not quite sure. It's been a while since I saw that. But that story really got to me, where it's just like, wow, people are so oversensitive. Now I gotta protect the children. They're doing it themselves. They're dancing around a pole. At 6, if I saw a pole, I love going fast. Just zip around that sucker. Just grab onto it, spin and spin and spin. And that was just because when you're young, you want to spin on stuff. You want to go fast. You want everything to go faster. Until you realize how fast it actually goes. And then you're like, whoa, how did I become 30? And then everyone starts realizing, oh, that's why we should, probably shouldn't hit the gas that hard. Probably shouldn't. And now people call me about my car's extended warranty. That's how that ends. When they start calling you about your car's extended warranty, when Douchous Malfoy with the hair comes up to you and goes, hello. That's a terrible Douchous Malfoy. It was just like, that was the English worm, is what I... Listen here, Potter. I can't do Malfoy. I'm gonna plug you in. This is just pinch for just 1 second. Oh, all done. All done. See, didn't hurt at all. Hi, if you don't know, my name's Douchous Malfoy, and I'm here on behalf of Kevin G Nicholson, who is the host of the YouTube channel. When I'm not talking to snakes and parcel tongue and trying to catch a glimpse up Hermione's skirt, then generally I'm just being a little snooty rich boy and posturing in front of my overweight friends. But that all ends in a couple days because the magic spell wears off, the Douchous Duplicatus, and this body I'm inhabiting reverts to a Kevin Cobain. That's funny. And it is kind of a little bit. That's funny. And then I'll regenerate into the Kevin G Nicholson version of the Fair Doctor. Or possibly Kevin Cobain. I'm not quite sure which. Regenerations get wonky sometimes. So I do get that swoop though. Got like a crab claw going on there. Yeah, crab claw. And then it could be kind of like David Bowie. I love David Bowie. Well, loved, past tense, I guess. Not fond of that artist. Of course, his hair was better than this. That side of my face looks mean. I had different looks and different parts of your face. Sorry. It was a little distracted. Boy, I got a lot of forehead showing now. You can tell I've aged out. Although, what a smooth forehead it is, though. See that? No wrinkles. Smooth as a baby's backside, so I've heard. Okay, I gotta check the nebulizer. So yeah, Odin the dog was wearing a bow tie, and he's got his short went 4,000. It seems to me that's like $8. For just being on there. That's great stuff. I'm excited about the future. Boys, it's getting hot in here. Maybe it must be me looking at myself in the camera. Especially when I do that. Kevin Cobain. I get myself so hot as Kevin Cobain. It's kind of like the douche's comb over. You kidding? That's why I watched that movie. You know what I'm saying? It's a crystal. Nothing more, nothing less. But your eyes can be so cruel. Oh, I do believe in you. Look at my pouch. It's hard not to see the giant dong looking you in the eyes. It's Hoggle. Oh, excuse me. You remind me of the babe. What, babe? The babe with the codge piece. What codge piece? Is it codge or cod? Cod piece, right? Oh, I do believe it's huge. Am I doing a decent Bowie? Come on. I don't get points for doing a good Bowie. Well, Hoggle. Oh, it's Hoggle. Just saying. I'm on point. Douchous Malfoy's on point tonight. Look at, the hair all the way through. Maybe Douchous will visit once more during the summer if he does a good job. Kevin Cobain might return. It's fun to play with. But Blue's coming. As in, she blew me. The color blue. Blue is the warmest color. Some had said that was a great movie. Because, was actual. I couldn't have shot that movie, though. I could do I'm surprised they haven't done a second Labyrinth, honestly. They did a spin-off of the Dark Crystal, which was actually, it looked beautiful. The story was stupid, but love her Henson. I like Jim Henson. I like his son, Brian Henson. Had a lot to do with the Farscape series, and that was a great series. They even reused some Skeksis puppets in that. But yeah, I'm gonna have to admit that Labyrinth with David Bowie was that was right in there. That's what got me. So it got me into playing with my balls. And the moment I saw that movie, I'm like, I am gonna start playing with my balls. And to this day, I'm playing with my balls to this day. Occasionally I like to sniff my balls, make sure they're clean. They smell clean. They look pretty clean. I got a nice clean ball there. I mean, I got a ball. I'm like, I see. It doesn't work with only one. I need the two. You know what though? If I do, I got more here. I got a third one. This is not trick photography. Another one. Alright. Oh. You know what I'm saying? All sorts of. But right now, I got balls on my chin. Because that's where you want the balls, right? You want them on your chin. Now I used to be able to do all the little tricks too. And it used to come down. That was all labyrinth. Ben, wah, 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 wah. Look at my balls. Listen to my balls. You put that in her. And then she screams the ancient words, Ben, whoa, it's cold. I warmed your balls up first. No, sweetheart, that's your job. And so you didn't warm them up. That's what you get, you cold balls. So yeah, I'm full of little useless tricks like that. All because of David Bowie and Labyrinth. So now I have Benoit balls in my bed. And what was supposed to be a 10-minute stream turned into an hour. See, I've been trying to experiment with shorter times. Because I always get that surge right at the beginning, but it only lasts for like 15 minutes. If you have nuts on a wall, are they walnuts? They absolutely are. Rubber suit, rubber sheets. Squeegee aisle 69. A Crane X Dragon. If you have nuts on your chest, are they chestnuts? If you wash your nuts in public, is it indecent exposure? If they're cashews, isn't they? I love nut jokes. Ball jokes, nut jokes. Someone once asked me, where do you get the balls to do these jokes? And I go, well, I acquired them in my travels. And that's assuming you're talking about those. I think they were talking metaphorically about guts. If I have nuts on my chin, they're in the wrong place. If I got nuts on an airplane, would that make them wing nuts? If a girl gets me excited and puts some planters on my car, and that's why I gotta. It's all nut jokes. Like, what kind of tea do authors drink? Novelty. What do high station individuals drink? Royalty. Dad jokes 101. Let's see. Let's have the tube do one. Alexa, tell me a joke.
What do you call a sleeping dinosaur?
What do I call a sleeping dinosaur?
A Z-Rex.
A Z-Rex. She's so clever. AI is so gonna kick her ass. You could tell because that one. Oh, I peed a little. I laughed so hard. The one and only Beer Nuts Factory. I'm trying to think. Now I'm going through all the nut variations in my head. Kevin, did you spend 15 minutes of your day thinking about nothing but nuts? What does that say about your orientation? It says, I'm oriented towards comedy. Yeah, going through this process has also made me, what's the word I'm looking for? Calloused to a degree. Because people try to get me going every now and then, and it's like, eh. What if you could crack your nuts like your knuckles? You can't, but you can crack your shaft like your knuckles. You can give it a little pop. True story. Harriet. Oh, there we go. Well, I was, yeah. This is, Douchous Malfoy is here. Or, you could either call me Douchous Malfoy or, Kevin Colbane. And this is in preparation. This is the underpainting for the electric blue that's going on top of it. So I had to lighten my hair up. And that's the reason I'm Douchous Malfoy for a couple days. Although every time I do it, it starts to grow on me a little more. Yes, I have a right rally on Saturday. And I'm going to keep our bloodlines pure. The Aryans will be the dominant force in the universe. Staten, Volksmarch in Logenstagen. Logan? I'll bring the tiki torches. The tiki torches. I will have many tiki torches. I will march. And I gotta bring my pillowcases too. Because you never know when you're gonna need a good pillowcase. And, you know, box of matches. You know, the more I think about hate, the more like you gotta carry tools. There's just too much work and hate. Tiki torch nationalism. And anime wife pillows. A lot of mosquitoes will flee in fear. Oh, the citronella! The citronella! Good, I hate mosquitoes. Little bloodsuckers. I don't understand why they're required for the ecosystem at all. And this is why I shouldn't be allowed to make big decisions. Because if I could get rid of gnats, like planet-wide, I wouldn't be able to understand the repercussions of what I'm doing. All I'd be doing is just wanting stuff out of my face. And mosquitoes are the next runner-up on that one. Bats and birds. Not fond of them myself. I'm just saying, but if they feed bats and birds, well, I don't want to take away their food supply. But in Kevin's perfect, in Douchous Malfoy's world, I could Bugus Erraticus. Just say no to bloodsuckers. What about vampires? How could you say no to a nice juicy vampire? Especially if it's one of the Twilight ones, the ones that sparkle in the sun. I want to be a sparkly vampire when I grow up. Because you get pecs with it, right? You get pecs and abs. That's the kind of vampire I want it to be. Every time I expose my penis to sunlight, I want it to sparkle like a rainbow. And I go, the pot of gold's down there, you just got to keep going for it. Put those balls on your chin. I felt balls on my chin. Oh, balls. It's so hot. Vampire. Necroscope. Do I have notes? Although, now I'm kind of curious. It sounds like right up my alley. Sparkling vampire nationalism. Yes! For the Aryan vampire race. Aryan vampires against tooth decay. Now. Rock on. With my bad self. I can't believe that little dog. Odin is a god. Because Odin's over 5,000 views. Japanese salute that. What is it you say typically when you come in? Konnichi, my Nietzsche? Floridian. No, isn't that what I said? Konnichi, my Nietzsche? Konnichi, my Nietzsche! Floridian vamps. That's right, man. That's Floridian vamps, man. Except I'm not typical. I don't want blood. I want Chef Boyardee's pizza sauce. All the time. I had some today. It was great. Oh, yeah. Give me some bath salts. Oh, I'll eat your face off. The bath salts are going to make me want to eat your face. That was like 4 years ago, wasn't it? 5 years ago. That was back when they were messing with all the synthetic marijuana. Yamaha Kawasaki Sushi. I speak a lot of Japanese. Japanese. Hey, there's the wrench. With a little bit of luck, you won't get Douchous Malfoy. All right. Douchous Malfoy in the house. And yeah, I am standing in for Kevin G Nicholson. I'm casting Penis Erectus at this very moment. Or I'm going to polymorph into Kevin Cobain. Justin Bieber. Nobody needs you. No, I love. Look at me. I mean, I look just like him. Kevin Cobain. This is the undercoating. I had to lighten up the hair before I put the in, so it showed. Because you put the blue on a dark color, it's just gonna look like a blue tinted dark color. So I did this, expecting it to be a little more platinum. Granted, I have another pass with the debronzer. God, I hope so. Hopefully multiple times. Did he do it? Or did he hang up on him? I think he did. It's all right. The believers believe him. And the believers think that the Bieber needed to be diddled by the diddy. Diddy dum, diddy do. Oh. Well, yeah. I mean, you know. Fine looking boy like that. I mean, according to the news, that's all we're all looking for. We're not going to be satisfied until we have a nice young man on whatever gender you are. It doesn't matter. But if they're between the ages of 13 and 18, well, we all want them. That's just the law now. Yeah, sure. That's the answer. Because they're just so inundated with beautiful women. Because look around, wherever you live, you look around and you tell me the abundance of beautiful women. If you have an abundance of beautiful women where you live, I'm living in the wrong place. But, you know, movie stars and Diddy and what was the other one? R. Kelly and all of them. Obviously, they were approached so much that that's all they wanted. They just wanted what was not on the menu. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. It depends on where you're going. And you're talking about a country, not your hometown, so you would think you'd get a little more variety. But I'm guessing the eyes you get to choose from are kind of simple. Is that an objective fact or an objective observation, or is that racism? I bought my mother a wall and I gave her flowers. But I did spend a little time with her. We went shopping. Alexa, define phenotype.
The term phenotype refers to the observable physical and biological characteristics of an organism, which can include traits such as appearance, behavior, and biological processes.
Well, yeah, because they hide them because they're only good. They expire after 18. Everyone knows that. That's why everyone's after them now before they ripen. That's the state of human civilization at this point. Everyone's out to score a little bit. At least that's the way the news paints it. It wasn't just Epstein's island. There are so many islands in this world that we don't even know about that didn't have an Epstein, but definitely have minors on them. You know what I'm saying? And those minors are somewhere right now. They're being abused. And whether it's true or not, they're complaining about being abused because that's what teenagers do. World is not fair. I know I was a teenager and I hated everything too. None of it's fair. I never get to do what I want to do because I'm 13. God, I loved being omnipotent. I must have been the only omnipotent 13-year-old, says every 13-year-old ever. Girl, guy, doesn't matter. All douchebags. With the exception of the one kid who's getting bullied. And he's only getting bullied because he was being nice. And then it was a guy like me who would come up to the bully and go, hey, back off. And in the end, I feel bad for stepping in because I affected the space-time continuum. Just saying. It's easy to measure away and judge when we're not actually there. All I know is Douchous Malfoy. Well, Douchous Malfoy is going to go Malfoy style and is going to go, well, shoot him first, ask questions later, right? That's the Slytherin way. We'll get him. We'll get him with some underhanded, some devious BS. But you never see that of a Gryffindor. Or what is it then? I got the houses right here. The houses of the Harry Potter world. See what we got. I'm pretty sure that there are a few of them. As usual, Slytherins were actually the good guys. Well, that's what I've been saying all. No one listens to Douchous Malfoy. No one listens to Douchous Malfoy, even though he knows everyone else has got shitty chakras. I knew he had shitty chakras from the beginning. I knew she had shitty chakras from the beginning. She kept saying she could read my aura. And I said, that's my dick, miss. Ah, yes. We have Hufflepuss, right? That's House Hufflepuss, Griffin Snatch, Rancid Claw, and then Slytherin. I am from House Slytherin. We like to put it in the Slytherin as often as possible. You got old Griffin Snatch. You don't really want to go to that house because it smells. Pretty much the same thing with Rancid Claw. Yeah, Griffin Snatch. That's one of the houses. One of the houses in Hogwarts. You got what? Griffin Snatch, Rancid Claw, Hufflepuss, and then Slytherin. That's what I'm in. I'm in Slytherin. Wet Slytherin. Yeah, well, yeah. That's right. That's where I do my vacations. And I have to admit, I spent a little time with the Hufflepuss, and the aroma left to be desired. Put the taco meat away, you filthy swashbuckler. It goes bad too quick. It's that roast beef salad. No, what was that? I wrote that down yesterday, too. Some good ideas come from this group. And again, I don't understand why it keeps doing what it's doing, but I'm going to keep doing it while it keeps doing it. If that made absolutely no sense. What, could you see my taco meat? Is my taco meat on? Could you see that? I'm going to watch. Sometimes my camel toe, you know what I mean? It's just boldly goes where it should not be going. I'm covering myself up. I feel like a Peruvian who are. I mean, who am I? Who are you? I mean, yeah. So yeah, I'm Douchous Malfoy from House Slytherin. And he got visited House Ravensnatch. Cameron's old bulge like Big Mike, like Jareth from Labyrinth. That big old codpiece. Come here, Jennifer, you kid. I love it. You remind me of the babe. What babe? The one in my trailer. You know, I'm a rock star. Slithering up in them DMs of House Grip and Snatch. Yep. And then like a little Slytherin. Slytherin always trying to get up in the DMs of House Grip and Snatch. Because we know that's where the good time's at. They like scrillage. They like a little scrillage. Isn't that actually, what do they call it? In one of the biggest events there is people, it's all about people's balls. Well, like a bandersnatch or something like that. Don't you have to catch a bandersnatch? Or is it? I'm pretty sure. Quidditch or something. Hey, would you Quidditch? You're annoying me, Quidditch. It's amazing with the blonde hair, though. All I see is the character. I don't even see myself anymore. God, it really is. It's like I went to the evil side. You will obey the Aryans. We have ways of making you talk. And it involves House Griffin-Snatch. There will be an odor. An odor, not an order. An odor. No hands, the very good guys. No hands, we very good. We very the good guys. No hands, we very the good guys. I'm having a problem. It must be my Slytherin upbringing. This isn't breaking of agreement, right? This isn't breaking community standards. Talking about House Griffin Snatch. Because it's not direct. No, Hans. We very the good guys. Hans, we the good guys. We're making the world a better place with our eugenics. Eugenics, you don't want bad DNA. We're going to stop all those poor people from breeding. How'd that work out for you? No. 3 times as many of them now. How'd that work out? 115-degree magic wand salutes. Wah, 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 wah. I didn't even pull up the sound effects. After the vertical, after the horizontal stream went sour, oh God, that was so bad. I was just like, I felt like an imbecile at the end of that day. Everything all set up. And where did it get me? Where did it get me? It got me nowhere fast. It got me good and broken hearted. And now it got me as Douchous Malfoy. I'm gonna need to, it's funny though. There's a part of me that actually kind of likes it. Oh, excuse me. I don't know why. I shouldn't, because again, Malfoy, Slytherin, not really my style. But I don't know. Got very warm. Although it says it's 46 degrees outside, I think it's because I'm doing stuff. I'm doing stuff. There's always something to be doing. So essentially, this was just a check-in for my hair. So probably won't be tomorrow, but it'll probably be Tuesday. Tuesday night, you'll get to see me in the blue hair. So I will no longer be House Slytherin. Douchous will be gone at that point. And the fair doctor will emerge. And it'll be a good time. And tomorrow, it's going to be Monday, May 13th. And I give it a 60% probability I'm going to see the law. And when I say that, I don't mean that in the police enforcement sense. I mean that as I'll probably be seeing the Mr. Greg law. That's my expectation for tomorrow. And that is going to give me more insight into whether I'm actually going to Strange Creek, which is more stuff to look forward to. Because this coming Saturday, Robin Hood's Fair. I'll have plenty of recorded. And I'll be interacting with all the folks. And then a week and a half after that will be Strange Creek. And we'll see if that's actually going to happen or not. Negotiations have to be made. Things have to be done. I will have to do what must be done. Now, when I look at myself like that, I do look a little vampiric. Vampiric? Behold, if I do like that, yes, I look. Looks like I'm wearing eyeshadow over. Why does it look like my eyes are purple? I have purple eyes. I don't know what happened. I started out with normal eyes, and now it's like I'm doing the Joker. I gotta look at that later to creep myself out. But yes. So we got something to look forward to in the short term. I'm gonna get in my underwear. I'm gonna hang out. So I will, with any luck, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. For tonight, I'm gonna have myself another beverage or two and then hit the hay. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.